Spooky, spooky. Don't expect anybody to jump on right away. A little early. Dark enough in here, right? Yeah, dark enough. Good evening. I know it's early, and I know you guys will probably watch this maybe later on. You know, we are at the Creeper Gallery. Wanted to come here tonight. Hey, Monica. Wanted to come here tonight because Donna is doing her auction Friday the 13th. We'll be helping her with that. And we wanted to go through the items that she's going to be auctioning. We're going to go through them one more time, a little bit on each item to, hey, Brian, see if we can get a little more information, a little more interaction. Hey, Anna, how are you? And that's what we're going to do. Hey, Joe, how's it going? So, hey, Nancy. So we're here. It's two of us tonight. I'm here, and Chris is behind me. Oh, she is.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, mate. And the first item we have is right here. See all the stuff inside there. Now, the theme for this auction is Gettysburg. So a lot of the every item that we have here is related to Gettysburg in some way, shape, or form. And there's a bunch of little things in there that I'm trying to. There's some bullets in there. I don't know what that thing is there.
That's a harmonica.
Harmonica.
Top. There's bullets. There's buttons, and I'm not too sure what this is. I don't know if that's a belt buckle or what.
So there is something information that we do have for this one here.
I probably should read this. It's let me show you guys so you know where it came from. It came from
McAllister's Mill, Rock Creek, Gettysburg.
Okay, and that stuff is all from Rock Creek. That's in that container. Yep. So built by Samuel Geddes in 1760. Owned by James Geddes in 1790, owned by James McAllister in 1820. He was an avid abolitionist. The mill was a station on the Underground Railroad, used as a hospital during the Battle of Gettysburg.
And all these items were found at the mill.
Now, do you want me to read this little thing that they found out about it?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I want to see something. Sorry, guys. He's going to have to go soon.
Okay. So after sending the photos of the discoveries to the Frederick Museum of Military History, it was concluded that the barn was used as a makeshift hospital during the Civil War.
Okay.
Most of the bones are identified as amputated limbs, everything from toes, fingers, and then the kneecap. The one
that's for that.
That's for
the knee. Yeah, that's not for this one.
All right. So the McAllister thing is just this one here, who built it, owned it, and the objects that were found.
Yeah. So we got McAllister Mill, we got Samuel Geddes, James Geddes. They're all involved at the mill, but we don't know if anybody owned the
items that were found.
Yeah, and it says it was used as a makeshift hospital, which a lot of the buildings were in Gettysburg. All the farmhouses were pretty much used as makeshift hospitals where there were amputations, surgeries, and everything else. So, you want to go? You want me to go?
You go. Mm-hmm. You're the king.
Oh, I sure am. Right, hold on a minute. Is that me?
Yeah. No, it's not. We got to figure, guys.
Somebody's there.
He's already there. We were reading off the stuff, and
he's kind of holding out his arm like he's carrying something. Could you wave? Could you say hello? We didn't see you there as I was over there. These were found at McAllister's Mill. Did any of these items belong to you? Looks like he's trying to play like something, or he's sewing, or putting something together.
Well, you did
surgery. I mean, looks like he's doing something. So everything next to those items that are there lights up, turns different colors. We even have Easter eggs on the bottom that say yes and no, blue, yellow. That if you touch them, they're going to twinkle and light up. I don't want to go over there because I don't want to scare you away or make you leave. My name is John. This is Chris here next to me. We may have spoken with you before. Do you remember us? Again, if you come out from any of those items, just release your energy. Things are going to start changing colors and twinkling, and nothing there is going to hurt you. I know these are all modern things that we use, but nothing there will hurt you, I promise.
Not sure what you're doing.
Yeah, it's almost like a residual type of
Yeah.
action. Like almost like this hand is
He's holding something out and something's in his
Yeah,
hand,
it's
and
almost
it's
like
like it's
this.
like yeah.
I mean, you can see where the item is.
His
right?
arm is
Oh,
and we got a hit too. So the thing is like he's holding something out away from him, and it seems like it's trying to react to him, like hit back at him.
you can see where the item is in relation to the figure. The figure's next to the
It's
item.
literally over it.
Whatever you did before, did you see the lantern? There's the lantern with the purple light. They change colors the closer you get to them. So if you try to pick them up and touch them, you're going to see them change blue and red and yellow, orange.
Oh, getting a little agitated here. It's almost
Same
like it's
thing with the
fighting something.
Same thing with the lights behind. They change colors as well. They're like little lanterns that you see on the wall. I want to go over there, but I don't want you to leave. Did you even turn on the little light? No.
No, I did not turn that one on because I was waiting for us to start.
So-
Everything else is on.
I'm going to go over there, okay? And I don't want you to leave.
Yeah, John means you no harm.
I'm just going to come over here, okay? I just want to show you the things that are around those items if they belong to you,
Oh, he pulled back. He pulled his arms back. Go ahead. He's still there.
okay? Did you turn anything on?
Yes, everything else is on.
So this makes music.
So he's on the opposite side reaching over.
See that? All I did was
He
touch
actually
it with my
started
fingers.
dancing when you did that.
Did you really?
Yes, it was
These
funny.
two here with the V fingers, the victory fingers, they light up red like that when I move my hand, red and green. All I do is move my hand by them. The lanterns change colors like I told you. These eggs, like I told you, Easter eggs. See that? When I touched it, this one says no, and it just broke open on me. This one says no. This one says yes. If you touch it, this circular item lights up different colors all the way around. We have a light here that looks like an old-fashioned light. If you touch it, yep, it's going to make that beeping sound. Whoa, that was a big hit all the way across. You see it?
Yeah, I've got
Both
that. I got it.
lanterns turn blue.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to try to find out your name. We're going to try to find out as much as we can about you. The McAllister Farm, that's where we hear that these items were found. Again, you can answer by touching the twinkly yes egg or the no egg, like I just did. If you want to answer, we'll go back over here. You can make some music, or pretty much just walk around there. Is it still there?
Yeah, and it just picked up you, and then you just walked out of the picture. So the second figure that popped up, and he's reaching over like to touch it.
Okay, so that's what they did. Oh, bingo. The lantern didn't light the last two times we used it.
He literally reached over and touched it when it lit, and you
That's-
could see it. And I'm trying to get this for everybody, but my hand is in the way now.
That's really,
sorry,
really,
guys.
see, so now you're figuring out, you pick up the lantern, you touch the lantern, it changes colors. That's it. Not going to hurt you at all. Okay? We're going to try a few different things to, okay, boom, the other side now.
Yep.
We're going to try a few different things to hear your voice and to hear, maybe you can answer our questions.
What are you doing?
Because we can't hear you, okay? You could be talking to us as you're standing there. We see you like this, kind of leaned over, like you got your one hand out like this, another hand's down as if you're trying to poke the lantern there. And again, I'm going to show them where he is in relation to the object. He is actually touching the lantern near the object, trying to. Do you see that on the screen?
Yeah, he's literally reaching down.
Somebody is reaching down to try to touch it over and over again. And again, this is one of those cases where we don't know how much energy they have and how much energy it takes them to make that light up even one time. So whoever that is trying, and we appreciate that.
So the objects that are in this container are a part of a harmonica scale, bullets, buttons, a chain, and it looks to be maybe a buckle, but I'm not sure. But these were all things that were collected at Rock Creek at the McAllister Mill, which was known as a abolitionist, where they did the underground and also
Underground Railroad.
Yeah, and also
whoa! Look at that hit!
My!
Holy crap! Is that who we're talking to here? Oh my God! Do you see
That's
the surge?
intense, and he's touching. I'm trying to get everything, but I can't. It's just
see that surge?
I am.
Holy moly!
And I literally can't. This is crazy. It's solid red.
That is as high EMF as you can get. The red and the yellow was.
What the heck
high.
is going on? I have never seen that before. Not like that, except for some.
So we mentioned the Underground Railroad. Is that what triggered this? Is that what you reacted to? Is this somebody who was connected or used the Underground Railroad? Is that who we're dealing with here? It's okay. You don't need to be afraid of us.
I'm trying to get everything, guys, but it's a little hard because I'm in a really tight corner.
Holy cow, even on the end.
And just to let
red,
you see, he's
red,
still there.
Red.
Look, he's still there. He's touching. He's literally touching it all.
Wow. Look at they're red on the corner. There's more EMF coming through. Okay, hope I didn't upset you by mentioning the Underground Railroad. Did that upset you? Were you somebody who was against that? You could light up something else, touch one of the other lamps, the eggs. Were you somebody who was against the Underground Railroad and the use of it? Or what it stood for? I don't think so. I mean, that was like, look at they're all turned
Look
red.
at their,
I mean,
yeah.
that is like, bam.
That takes a lot of energy to do that. And just to give you guys an idea, he's still there. Look at this.
All right, I'm going to try Spirit Box, EVP, Echovox. And I don't want to make you leave, but I am going to walk over there and reset those lights again. So I apologize if you wind up leaving because I'm stepping over here.
John's not going to hurt you. He's pulling his hands back. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, he did. He was just like, yeah, I didn't like you coming over here.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm standing right where
Yeah, and those are still...
standing.
John just turned him off. No, he's not letting him go.
Yeah, they're not. Okay, I'm going to not deal with those for right now and give you a chance to, oh boy, that was your energy then. Could you come back again? I don't want to step in your way. I just wanted to walk over there and turn those lights off. Could you come back again, please? I'm still going to try to talk with you. All right. A couple of things we're going to try, okay? We're going to try... Oh.
And I'll just keep an eye on that. And as soon as the figure shows up, I'll go back on.
I was sitting on the end where he was, but I'm trying not to block it too much. It's funny because this light here in front of me that you're using to light up is the creepy baby with the no eyes.
Yeah, you guys want to see what John's seeing? Let me show you what John's talking about.
Right in front of me.
Look at this.
That's what
John's staring at.
Staring at me. All right, so
you can turn that light. You want me to turn that light down some?
Oh,
I just caught that. Do you see, guys, where we got to hit?
Are you trying to come back? I'm gonna sit right here. Okay, I'm not gonna move any closer to the items. I'm gonna sit here and talk to you. Chris is gonna stand here and talk to you. We mentioned again the McAllister farm.
He's not back in the picture.
We mentioned the Battle of Gettysburg that went on there for days, and we did mention the Underground Railroad, and you seem to react to the Underground Railroad part. The Gettys, would you happen to be James or Samuel? Do you know who they are? Are they family? What about McAllister? Were you a member of the McAllister family? How do you say that? Abolition?
Yeah, abolitionist.
Abolitionist. That was the word. When she said abolitionist and Underground Railroad, that's when we got that big reaction. All right, so I'm going to put this here. Actually, I have a picture of the farm here. Do you see that? See that picture? Does that look familiar? All right. Again, I think I'm going to try it here first, but if I don't get any reactions, I'm going to go back there.
Okay.
Because I don't want to
Spook him?
him or her not to come back because I'm so close.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to need to turn that heat off too.
Okay. I thought it was off.
No. That's awfully loud.
There you go. Sorry guys, we're back in it now. There you
Just
go.
want to make sure we don't contaminate the EVP stuff.
Nope.
All right. So, first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use this little box here to try to hear your voice. With this box here, if you talk out loud and just answer questions, we should be able to hear you as you're doing it. Okay, I know that's hard to believe, but you're gonna see it as we're doing it. As you're talking, you're gonna hear it come through here. Okay, I know it's strange, but it's true.
Donna said that the basement here was also part of the tunnel, and the basement was part of the
Yeah,
underground.
that's what we mentioned when everything went haywire.
Yeah. No, the base of this building too.
Oh, so there's a connection.
There's a connection.
link.
Yep.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Is that familiar to you? Are you aware of things like that? Like this basement here was also used as part of the Underground Railroad? There was tunnels right underneath where we're sitting on that end of the building. No? Okay. All right, we're going to try this.
I'm keeping an eye on the SLS too, so if something pops up.
Could you please tell me your name? Loud and clear. You'll be able to hear it. Who are you? See, that's one of the ones you listen back to and you'll hear exactly what he said. Or
What?
I said something about the light. Something light. Or I don't like you, either one. My name is John. This is Chris. Could you say our names?
We mean you no harm whatsoever.
Were you responding to the Underground Railroad comment? Oh, I did. Were you involved in the Underground Railroad? Why did you leave when I approached? Who was speaking?
Who's speaking?
It's not like, who is speaking? My name is John. That is my name.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Who are we talking to? So we can address you properly. I have the names here, but I don't know if... See that?
Yeah.
Samuel Geddes. James Geddes. You're wrong.
Yep. So it sounds like you're wrong.
James McAllister. Were you involved in the Battle of Gettysburg? Were you a soldier? See, there was something there too that I gotta listen back to.
Somebody said they heard Mike.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I asked if you were you a soldier involved in the battle? Whoa. in the Battle of Gettysburg? If so, what side were you fighting on?
Is your name Eric? Someone heard the name Eric. A light line. Oh my God, a couple of them. The one above too, John.
Eric, did you fight for the Union?
No.
Again, I gotta listen back to that too. Were you a Confederate soldier? There you go.
I saw it. Got it.
Did you live in the South? Where did you live? We're in Pennsylvania right now. Where are you from? See,
The static's going off. He's reacting. West of here? Did he say that?
My name. Tell me, did you die in Gettysburg? I'm sad. Which of those items belong to you? See the static?
Yeah.
Let's move it right towards me. All of
It did
those
say
lights
Johnny
change colors.
before.
Just move your hand around.
It made a voice. It said Johnny.
Tell me which of those items belong to you. What's the harmonica?
Yeah, the scale of a harmonica.
He said, that's mine.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but it sounded like... So the harmonica, what if I pick up that harmonica? I'm going to pick it up and see if you react to it. Is that okay? It's okay if I pick it up and I hold on to it?
So someone said that sounded like it said that that's my shit, and someone said it sounded like that's
exactly
mine,
what I heard.
and that's what I heard
That's
too.
my shit.
And it lit up, and it confirmed.
But I didn't want to repeat it.
Oh, it just confirmed.
I heard that's my shit.
Everything lit up when you turned to me and said that.
You can talk however you want to talk. We're not young people.
No.
We're in our 50s. So if that's the way you want to express yourself and that's the way you want to talk, if that's your shit, I'm fine that it's your shit. I will not touch your shit or mess with your shit. It belongs to you. What we want to find out is if you have a problem with anybody else owning your shit. That's why we're here. Somebody's going to buy that. Everything in there. And they're going to take it into their home. We want to find out if you will have a problem with that. That's really why we're here. And to make sure that it goes where you want it to go. The type of people you want to own it.
Like
Collector,
historian,
soldier,
collector, yeah.
You know, somebody like that. Or just someone who's going to take care of it and keep your memory alive. There you go. Take care of it. And keep your memory alive. That's it, huh? I get it. I mean, it's been around for, we're talking, 1820, that long. We're in the year 2022, believe it or not. So it's a long time removed from the Gettysburg and when that mill was built.
But you're still in PA.
All right, so you want to do an EVP session or you want me to do it?
Why don't you stick with, because they're responding to you. These are military men. These are people that have to do with that. They're going to respond to you.
All right, we're going to do an EVP session, and then we're going to probably move on to the next person here, because we've got 4 that we want to try to get to, and you've already kind of
reacted
done
very
really
quickly.
well.
Yeah.
So we did hear the name Eric. If that's you. You did react to the, what was the word?
Abolitionist.
Abolitionist / Underground Railroad. These may be things that you had an issue with. Boom. Did you see
yeah,
1,
that
2,
was
3?
right
1,
there.
2, 3. that one, and that one all lit up at the same time.
And the next thing I would say too is the fact is, were you aware?
This is a guy from the South.
I think so too. Were you aware that that was a hospital?
This is a guy from the South. You see the issue that this person has with the Underground Railroad. Either they were a part of it and had to use it, or they didn't appreciate what it stood for. And I'm guessing it's the latter. That's what I'm getting the vibe.
So you're feeling like it.
This is my
the one on the table next to it lit up.
This
blue.
is my shit. I mean, this is a guy who's, set in his ways.
Yeah, don't tie me to the
type of guy.
So are you from the South? That's what we're going to need to distinct and find out. It's we really do want to know who you are, what you're about, if you're from the South. Are you having a reaction when John says stuff because of this?
Well, I'm from the North. I'm born and raised in the North. I've lived in New Jersey my whole entire life. And unfortunately, I don't, agree with a lot of the things that you guys agreed with back then. So hopefully you don't have a problem with that. Hopefully we can speak to each other. This here is a recording device. Much like this one here, I'll be able to hear it, but I won't be hearing it as you're saying it. I'll be playing it back. You'll see what I mean. I'll ask you questions, you can answer out loud, and then we're going to play them back on this little tiny recorder. I know you've never seen anything like this, and then we'll be able to hear you if you answer. So please try your hardest just to answer and say whatever you want. Bingo.
Yes,
bam, bam, bam.
Thank you.
Good. You're pretty
pretty responsive.
You're pretty cooperative. Okay. I respect whatever you have to say, however you want to say it. Feel free. And again, here's something I want to point out to you guys. The light over there works by touch. You have to touch it for it to beep. Not one time yet.
Nope. And
yet, certain objects, the last time we were here, they wouldn't stop touching it.
So they use what they are. Oh yes, all of them went to.
Some of them figure out.
And those are so hard it takes a lot of energy.
They didn't go off one time. Really,
no.
Maybe one time. And whoever this is literally went bing, bing, bing.
There's nothing back on the SLS. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Here we go. I'm going to turn on the recorder. Son of a dog. Okay. You don't hear anything out there, right? Huh?
No, I don't hear anybody out there. Just the cars.
What?
Just cars.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to start asking questions. Could you please tell me your name? Could you please tell me why you get angry every time I mention the Underground Railroad or say the word
abolitionist?
Are we speaking with someone who used or was part of the Underground Railroad? I mentioned items in there in a harmonica, and you said it was your shit. Could you tell me again, in your own voice, that this is your shit? What would happen if somebody took these items home and kept them? Would you like to see these items returned back to Gettysburg? Did you have a wife and a family? Were you from the South? If so, which part?
Okay, so interesting part. If it's someone from the South that was fighting for the South and was for slavery, they would have a strong reaction to abolitionists.
Well, that's what I'm kind of getting at. I mean, they were the ones fighting for slavery to continue.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, hopefully you were talking, because I would love to hear what you sound like. Could you please tell me your name? Could you please tell me why you get angry every time I mention the Underground Railroad or say the word abolitionist? Are we speaking with someone who used or was part of the Underground Railroad? I mentioned items in there in a harmonica, and you said it was your shit. Could you tell me again, in your own voice, that this is your shit? What would happen if somebody took these items home and kept them? That wasn't my stomach. I tagged my
You
stomach.
just tagged your stomach.
I did, but that wasn't it. What would happen? What would happen if somebody took these items home and kept them?
Like a squeal.
Yeah. Would you like to see these items returned back to Gettysburg? Did you have a wife and a family? Uh-huh.
Oh.
Crystal. Were you from the South? If so, which part? on the recorder.
Yeah, Kathy said she heard
I heard a huh.
Yeah.
Almost, again, I want to move on to the next one, but I almost want to take the harmonica out and see what he does.
You want to, or
I mean, just for my own morbid
just
curiosity.
to see if it reacts?
No. All right, real quick here. All right. I'm taking the harmonica out. It's a harmonica.
That's
This is part of
it's
it?
it's part of a harmonica. It's the scale.
So here's part of your harmonica. Your S word, as you called it. Got it in my hand here. What happens if I just take this home? Keep it for myself. Gettysburg, Rock Creek, NC Camp Harmonica Scale. Did you play this often? Pass the time? I get such a good feeling when I hold this.
Yeah.
I'm almost kind of, again, there's a part of me that's concerned that I'm kind of ticking them off. You want me to put it back?
What do you mean by good feeling?
I feel like like I'm about to piss somebody off. You know what I mean? I get that anxious feeling, like, you know, I may have done the thing to really agitate. But again, you want me to put it back? If you want me to put it back, any of those lights that you know how to touch, I'll put it back with the others.
Even those colored eggs.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to.
No, he seems to like those
Okay,
EMF light lamps.
We're gonna move on to talk to somebody else. I do appreciate you showing up, though. I mean, you really stood there and you were doing whatever you were doing in the beginning there, and all the lights reacted to you, and heard your voice a few times, and you told me not to touch your stuff, to put it mildly, and that was pretty good. So thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to move on to talk to. We've got other things from Gettysburg. We've got a knee with shrapnel in it. We've got bones from a adolescent, a child,
Baby.
a baby, and a colonel, right? Colonel Pinto.
Mm-hmm.
Something from a colonel who you may recognize the name, Colonel Pinto. Does that ring a bell? Did you ever hear that name before? No? It would be cool if you did. All right, we're going to move on. Put your stuff, yep, put your stuff back. There you
Yeah.
go, all together. All right, where I found it, okay?
Don't mess with my stuff.
No problem. Just set that back in, hold up, or do I have to lift it? Careful.
Yeah, it's very heavy. Very heavy.
I just want to make sure I don't, that back end doesn't drop. Let's stay up by itself. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, then. Always great when you see some bones. Item number 2. Again, all these items are going to be part of the Friday the 13th Gettysburg auction from the Creeper Gallery. These haunted objects will be auctioned off live on Friday the 13th at 8 o'clock next week. All right, so I don't know who you are, so I'm going to tread lightly here. I'm going to put these over here. Okay, don't be afraid of anything here. Okay? There's no reason to be afraid.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it was anything like the hey, I know I've got to turn this so
None
that
of this is
you
gonna
guys
hurt
don't
you,
get that
okay?
flashlight in
I
our
promise-
faces.
I promise that none of this will hurt you. All right?
You want to go through telling the baby?
Okay. I don't know if you
Just
can
watch your
understand
flashlight
me.
there.
Hopefully you can. Everything that we have here is basically toys that we bring to talk to people like you who are here with us. And these things light up all the different colors of the rainbow. All you have, yep, like that one. All you have to do is kind of move around and you'll see different colors. I don't know if you know your colors, but right now these are purple and they turn red and blue and yellow and orange. These here that look like that with the V, they turn red and green color. And we have Easter eggs here. See that? Yellow Easter egg. I don't know if you ever dyed Easter eggs, but this one's blue here, and all you do is touch it with your fingers, and they twinkle like a star. Yep. This one here changes different colors if you just move your hand around it, and then I have this little tiny light here that if you touch the side of it, it's going to beep. That's it. It's going to make sound.
Now,
So,
even though this was a baby, an unknown
I
baby,
mean, the baby may have grown up.
it's
and in the
yeah.
afterlife,
I
it may
mean,
still
we
be.
it's a spirit of energy,
exactly.
and they're supposed to be where like.
So I don't think he remains a baby in the afterlife forever,
right.
eternity. So maybe this is a person who now thinks and hears, and we're gonna try. Did you hear that?
What was it?
Oh my God!
What was it?
I don't know what it said.
And the light just went off right behind you.
I don't know what it said, but a voice went. I couldn't make out the word though.
As soon as you said that, the light behind you went. It went to blue.
Who was that talking? Could you talk again?
So I only get half of your body.
It was behind me. It went.
I heard something, but I wasn't too sure what it was, to be honest with you.
Okay, what do we got here? So this is the.
Oh, Laura said it sounded like somebody said, "Hurry up."
Right?
Is that what it sounded like to you?
That's what I heard.
All right, let me.
So this is what we have.
I'm not on it
as
yet.
far as
Hold on.
information. I'm gonna read it. So I'm just
All
gonna
right,
show
there
it
we
to
go.
them. Haunted, unknown baby, found near the foundation of a barn, used by Confederate soldiers after the Battle of Gettysburg. The remains of this infant were wrapped in a disintegrated Union flag on the Andrew Heintzelman farm on Chambersburg Road.
Oh.
They were found with, I don't know what that other, I can't see, it's
Let
blocked,
me see.
but something remains, it's blocked by the...
Okay. And you can't get rid of that. Yeah, it's part of the picture.
Okay, so, tough one. Very tough
Very
one.
tough one.
Very tough one.
Which means maybe the mother lost the baby, like they had to bury
But
her
it could've been
baby in the
someone who lived on the farm,
flag. It's
too.
just like, yeah.
You know, families lived on the farm.
They buried their own
they
on their
could've lost the
farms.
baby and you want to try, or...
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, I see you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just went off. Okay. Okay. You like the lights? That's good.
Can't focus, hold on.
It does that when it's like when you first start with a light. You're trying
No,
to
you gotta
find-
tap the middle and then it focuses
Yeah.
again.
Well, this one's going to be a hard one, so I'm going to try to like focus on the fact is that you were wrapped in a flag. You said it was a Confederate flag?
Said my profile looked like Lincoln in the dark.
You said it was a Confederate flag?
No, push your phone. I don't remember.
It was wrapped in a disintegrated Union flag. Oh, I said it wrong. I'm so sorry. On the Andrew Heintzelman farm. So, were you part of this family? And that you were buried there by your mother or by a relative? I mean, you weren't an infant because those bones would have been so much smaller. So it looks more like a toddler, doesn't it?
Well, that's adolescent. They think they were. Yeah.
See? Yeah, so you were a little bit older. So you probably may know how to play with these lights and, like John said, make sounds now. You know, John says the lights and stuff, but see, I like the playing with the music. So we can go back and forth with this, or like John said, that you could tap these pretty lights. Or play like that.
Oh, got something. Is that you? No, it's you. Okay.
Oh, don't scare me.
Won't want to do that.
No, you don't, because then you'll be in here alone. But like John said, you can touch any of that stuff there. John and I mean you no harm
though.
whatsoever. We just want to try to get to know you and see what you react to. and where or what kind of family you might like to belong to, because you're in Pennsylvania right now. You're still in Pennsylvania, but you're somewhere else in Pennsylvania, and somebody is going to add you to their collection or bring you home to give you a nice home to continue, but your memory can go on. So we're going to try to get some information, and the best way to do that, because we have no information other than the fact that you were found on this farm and wrapped in a Union flag. And the Union was what? Union flag was the North. So you were on the north side of this war, you and your family. So I'm assuming too your farm could have been used as a hospital too. So that's unique in itself. But like you said, I can't see what it says is that they were found with blank remains. And you were on
Maybe
Chambersburg
other. I
Road,
don't know. I think that's kind of what I remember. There was other remains there as well.
mixed with the babe, like it was like
Yeah.
a grave for more than one.
Like yeah.
And then they just discovered.
Maybe not a mass grave, but maybe it was a whole family or other
so
family
like a
members.
Family burial.
Because somebody mentioned here that there are, old towns and all over that have old burial grounds, old family
And they
graves
do,
everywhere.
because that's what you did back then. It's not like where it is now, where you have to be buried in a cemetery.
Would this be the mother or the father? Are they here around the bone of their child? Could you please come forward and talk to us and tell us more about your family?
I think the best thing to do, because it's a baby and we don't know anything other than the fact where they were found and what it was.
Somebody wrapped it in a flag.
Somebody wrapped it in a flag.
Him or her. I shouldn't call it. Somebody wrapped him or her in a flag.
And that shows love. I mean, flags weren't something you just
found within Neil. So this was in the same area as
the knee.
That knee right there with the shrapnel in it.
So this had to have been a hospital, I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe this is a situation
amputation,
where
surgery,
child,
something.
I mean,
Hit by shrapnel, maybe.
You don't know.
Or just caught,
But I'm going to try. I think the best thing to do with this one, because of it, and the fact is, if it's wrapped in a flag, maybe someone wanted it to be identified with what side of specifically. And flags aren't something any of you. Those were held with honor.
Union flag was it?
It was a Union flag. Yeah. So you're not just going to take a flag and just use it to wrap up a baby and throw it.
Was this person operated on? In the big. See that?
Oh my.
Behind. Okay.
So you were in the hospital.
Did you die from your wounds? Did you not survive long after the surgery? Maybe an infection? I know the surgeries were pretty brutal back then. Did you lose a leg or an arm?
Donna has no information of what type of bone this is. Is it a leg bone? Is it in the arm? It kind of looks like.
So they
it's
had
the
surgery
forearm.
at the barn.
But doesn't it look like more like the forearm?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think about your anatomy?
It's kind of hard to tell.
I'm thinking maybe the forearm.
So you had surgery at the farm.
Was this surgery done on your arm?
Femur. That's what Donna. That's
Femur's
the leg.
leg.
So it is a small person. Oh,
Yes,
there you go. Bam.
Yes. But this is great because at least you're getting direct reaction.
So
to
you're
the
getting
question.
the equipment reacting.
So this is your leg.
Oh my
your
God.
leg was hurt.
Did you lose your leg? Kind of Confederate hospital. Kind of looks like you lost your leg. I mean, did you?
Was it Confederate hospital?
Did you survive? Yeah.
How can it be Confederate if it was Union?
A Union flag. Would they allow someone to be buried in a Union flag?
Oh, maybe somebody snuck it.
So again, doesn't look like you kept your leg. Did you lose both legs or just the one during this surgery? Was this the result of the battle? Did something happen to you during the battle?
Shrapnel? Did
anything.
Hit you,
A bullet?
Or would just, I mean, war's brutal.
She said this child was a toddler, so small. Yeah, a little.
Which makes sense when you look at it was a toddler that could walk. Did you get hurt playing, walking around? Where did the soldiers come through and you got injured? Did they hurt your family?
Was your mommy and daddy with you at the hospital?
Was it gunfire that got you?
Did you hear popping or loud booms around you? Were you afraid?
That's exactly what I was just going to ask. How about we try an EVP?
Yeah.
Let's give maybe that'd be more of a.
I don't know. I mean, see if you get any children.
Well, you saw that John and I were doing rapid fire questions at you.
I mean, you got a little.
If it's overwhelming, we're really sorry. It's just that, we have a short period of time to try to.
There's some candy in the other room.
Communicate with you.
I'll grab some candy.
Yeah, go grab you want a lollipop? John can grab you a lollipop.
I don't know where they are. They're in the bowl.
Huh?
I don't know where they are.
I'll get them. I will get you a lollipop. Okay? Let me go get you a lollipop. I'll get you a couple of different flavors, just in case.
Where'd you go? So somebody by her before. Could you come back? And we didn't introduce ourselves. My name is John. This is Chris. We talked to a lot of people here, a lot of the children here, including Madeline. I don't know if you met Madeline. She walks around in here all the time. She's got toys over there. I don't know if you ever play with her toys.
Here we go. Here's a treat. I got cherry lollipop and I got a cream soda lollipop. So here you go, hon. And we don't even know if this is a boy or a girl. So what I'm going to do, now that you have your lollipops, if you want your sweets, is that this little thing right here, static, John.
I see it. Right near the lollipop, too.
You like the lollipops, huh? Yeah, John was dead on about that. He's good with kids. He knows what they want. So I've got this little thing in my hand, and it doesn't hurt you. All it does is like how we're talking, it will record what you're saying because John and I can't hear you. We don't have that ability. But if you talk loud, and you can very safely say, look at this. She's trying the other light. So
by the candy.
Lollipop.
But that's by the candy. Yeah, that's by the lollipop.
On either side.
Yeah.
The cherry was the first one, and now she's doing the cream soda one.
There you go.
Good for you.
We'll leave that here for you if you like. You could have it after we're gone.
Yep, we'll definitely leave it with you.
Just pick your flavor. We'll leave both of them if you want both.
And I'm even going to ask you what kind of flavor you would like, and I'll see if I can get it for you. But what I'm going to do is that
I like the grape ones myself.
I'm going to ask you questions, and all you have to do is answer if you can. And whoever wants to answer, whether it's your mom, your dad, your loved one, or you, can answer the questions I'm asking, okay? And it's really easy, and then I'll be able to play it back and hear you, okay? So we're going to start off nice and easy and slow. So I'm going to ask you if you can possibly tell us what your name is. Did you have surgery on your knee or your leg? Were you hurt by soldiers? Did you live on a farm? Can you tell me anybody else's name that you know? What's your favorite game to play? Would you like to play a game with me or John? What's your favorite flavor? Does the Union flag mean something to you? Are you with your mommy and daddy now? Okay, thank you. We're going to see now if we can hear you.
You want us to open up those lollipops, take the wrapper off of them?
You can light something up if you do, and we'll do it.
Just try to touch them and pick them up, and we'll open them up for you. Oh, there you go.
What'd she light up?
I saw the EMF detector on the floor light up.
Okay, so I'm going to unwrap them because we have to do what we said we're going to do, right? I'm going to open up the cherry one first. Okay. There's the cherry lolly.
So that's her standing right there.
And now I'm going to give you the cream soda lolly. Do you see this? That wasn't me. All right. There you go. That's me. Okay, there you go. And now we're going to see if we can hear your voice. So I'm going to ask you if you can possibly tell us what your name is. Did you have surgery on your knee or your leg? Were you hurt by soldiers?
Oh, I heard that.
You hurt by soldiers?
Yeah, and the light lit up too when you played it back.
Were you hurt by soldiers? Yes.
Oh, poor kid. Sorry about that. It's like a little shy whisper too, like a yeah.
Do something else too, like a slide. Listen. Hear it? Hear it? That.
Whoops.
Okay, you can keep coming around. You can touch things.
Right on.
It's all right. We're good? Is that what you said?
We're on, yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to figure.
Oh,
yeah, everything's going off now.
really?
No, static. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the heck happened, but it happened, and now the static detector's going crazy over there. So
It's reacting.
it's just the video just bam, and now we're getting EMF hits. So something got stirred up a little bit here.
That's the way to get our attention. That's for sure. Okay.
I don't know what happened. The video just ended after those EVPs, and then, oh, I don't know what that was.
Did you live on a farm?
Wait,
On a
Yeah, I
farm?
heard a voice before you start talking.
There's a voice underneath, but I don't know what it's saying. It's not a child.
You weren't kicked off. I was booted out. Hey, Dana.
Do you-
Did you live on a
Right
farm?
before I ask
Did
the question, you're going to hear, like, in the bagged male voice. Here?
Did you live on a farm?
Yeah, that's one to listen back to.
Do we have people outside?
Did you live on a farm?
I can't
Listen.
see it all.
Car.
Can
The
you tell
breath.
me?
There was a breath.
Can you tell me anybody else's name that? Can you tell me anybody else's name that you know? Tell me anybody else's name that you know?
It's like a pig.
Can you tell me anybody else's name that you know?
It's a pig. You heard that?
Something.
Can you tell me anybody else's name that you know?
Did you hear the pig?
I heard a snarl or a quack. Satori, my friend, how are you?
What's your favorite game to play?
Yeah, it's definitely a snort or grunt.
It's a pig.
Would you like to play a
It's
game
a
with?
pig sound again.
Hey, Mario.
It's a pig sound again.
Would you like to play a game with me or John?
I was imitating. What the heck did he? What the heck is that now? That's interference.
Would you like to play a game with me or John?
The pig sound. That I don't know what the hell.
Oh, I mean, if it is a toddler,
What's
what
your
else a
favorite
toddler is
flavor?
gonna do? Yeah, I mean, what else a what?
Favorite flavor.
And you know, it is all farm country
I
over
can't
there
hear
in
it.
Gettysburg.
I can't hear it. You got to tell me what this
Flavor.
is. She said it right after I asked.
What?
Ah, shit.
So I'm gonna ask you to
Honey mouth.
tell it.
It's okay for them to say shit, but not us, okay? So you know. Especially with a child. Maybe it's a pig bone wrapped in a flag. I don't know why they would do that. That's a good
What's your
question
favorite
too.
game to play?
Do another EVP session and just see if it can make different sounds of animals like a child would do. Like,
What? There's the pig sound.
Would you like to play a game with me or John?
There's the. It goes away after the next question.
What's your favorite flavor?
Can't hear what she's saying.
I thought I heard, I don't know.
Does the Union flag mean something to you? Are you with your mommy and daddy now?
Bam. Bam, bam. Double light. Real quick, 3 questions. Run the recorder again. Ask what sound a pig makes. Ask what sound a cow makes, and ask what sound a duck makes.
A duck?
Yeah, just 3 animals. See if they answered it.
A duck. Do you think a duck or a horse?
No, kids know.
Okay.
But
Okay.
leave a space in between so they have time to.
Yeah, like I did.
You're going to play a game.
Yeah, we're gonna play a game with you, and it's what animal sounds make. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you what sounds and see if you can replicate it. Okay, or do. Okay, so you get what I'm saying. Okay, you ready? What sound does a pig make? What sound does a cow make? And can you make the sound of a duck?
All right, give it a shot. If we hear any of those sounds, I'm going to be like so thrilled.
But again, I asked if could you tell a name of, and she made the sound of a pig, which would make sense on a farm for a child, a toddler.
Especially a toddler. I mean,
Is this on?
no TV, no nothing. That's their world, kind of whatever's around them and whatever they find funny.
What sound does a pig make?
Makes a sound in between the car, but it's very faint.
Hard to hear.
Goes.
Damn car.
What sound does a cow make?
Notice how there's no interference on this session.
And can you make the sound of a duck? The sound of a duck?
No, but there's a voice.
And can you make the sound of a duck?
Can make out what it says.
Can't make it out either.
A duck?
It's like a whole sentence.
Want to play it again?
Yeah.
And can you make the sound of a duck?
Not a child, that's for sure. I'll listen back to that one again when I review it later. It's like someone was like, I'm telling her. Okay.
Well, that was unique.
So thank you as well for talking with us and making your pig sounds, and we will put those lollipops on the counter
With you.
so you can enjoy them after we leave if you like.
They're yours.
Thank you for doing that.
So I'm going to get this out of the way.
It did sound like a woman. It sounded like she was kind of like lecturing, like tell them that they did it. I heard tell them that they did it.
Right?
That's what I heard.
It was very unique. Okay.
It was a full sentence. She was like, tell them that they did it. So I gotta listen to that back.
All right, so we're going to put you out of the way, sweetheart, with your lollipops. Boy or girl, we don't know. All right, so I'm going to move the next item over, and I'm going to let you
Save
start
the
that
knee for
one.
last, I guess.
What?
You want to save the knee for last and do
Yes.
the whatever, the other one there?
Yes. I'm going to bring you your...
Ooh, I felt like something just brushed their finger against the back of my neck.
Oh.
And what am I in front of here? Who would have done that? Let's see. Who's around me?
You got plenty of choices.
Who's around me that would have done that? Oh, Mr. Bone Flute. There you are.
Yeah, don't...
I knew it was you, Bone Flute.
Don't even acknowledge him. We don't want to start...
I knew that was you. I
It's
felt
not
that
his
finger
time. We're ignoring
right
him.
across the back of my neck. You're not coming out tonight, Mr. Bone Flute.
Ignoring his
Sorry.
butt. All right. So, you want me to read what this is?
Hold on a minute. All right.
Okay. This is...
Why am I not zooming?
Can you... I'll bring this to you. It's a husband, wife, and their child with a little bit of... Can you see the hair in the frame by the mother?
Hair, no.
There's
No,
hair at the
oh, I
bottom
got
of the
it. I
baby's
got it.
dress.
I got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Down the bottom.
This is the ghost of Colonel Francis Pinto. He fought in the Civil War, 32nd New York Infantry, and was promoted to Brigadier General after war. Born 1823 in Connecticut, died 1905 in Kings, New York. Said to be attached and active, voices can be heard around these photos of the Francis and his wife Jessie. She is holding a deceased infant.
Oh, jeez.
His first wife Jessie Lambier passed at the age 42 years. He then married Gertrude and had one daughter with her. Jessie and the colonel had 4 living children. We are unable to find the names of these children, the child in the photo.
So his name is what? Francis?
Yes.
And her name is?
Jessie.
Jessie. Francis, Jessie. Okay, Francis, Jessie, good to meet you. I'm John. That's Chris over there.
Here you go, hon.
Did try to speak to you before. I don't know if you remember.
And we did get activity off of this.
When we were here, you remember we tried to come here and speak to everybody. Give them a chance to tell their story, talk about their family. Let us know what you want to happen to your... Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing about the baby. Oh, there we go.
Yes, you get a reaction.
Let us know what you want to happen to that picture. You can tell us whatever you want to tell us. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. We want to help you and the memory of you and your family and your wives and your children live on. So we're going to give you every chance to interact and speak to us. Okay, Francis? Are you here? We saw the lights go off. If you move around near your picture, you or your wife, the different lights are going to...
What happened?
Something just touched my elbow and then my back.
I just got
I am not kidding.
really, really cold, and I was just like...
I am not kidding.
Well, don't give this guy any...
Well, that's who's doing it. He's right behind me.
You stop.
I felt, first it was a touch on my back and then on my elbow.
And it's ice cold right here. Like,
Yeah,
I could
well,
feel it through my sweatshirt.
I'm ignoring you, Mr.
Darn
Bone
straight.
Flute.
All right, you should go over there, because I'm not giving him no mind. You can go.
He's making himself known.
Nope.
All right. Let me show you again. Did we know his rank? Was his rank written on the...
Yes, he was moved to Brigadier General after the war.
Okay, so General, what's his last name? Sorry.
It's right there.
Where?
Right there, that card.
This one?
Pinto. That card thing right there. That frame. By my phone.
This
Yep.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your card, so what we try was promoted Brigadier General after the war. Okay, after the war. Francis Pinto. Okay, General. I'll refer to you as General. General Francis Pinto. I don't know if you remember us or not. It wasn't that long ago that we were here talking with you. My name is John. This is Chris. Do you remember the things that we put around here that just react to you or your wife coming out of the photo or being around the photo or coming in to talk to us about the photo? These things just light up colors like the rainbow if you're around them, if you touch them.
Do you
And
want
that
to
thing-
try turning on your lights on the background again? See if they're
Nothing is gonna hurt you at all, okay? Even, yes, no. See those eggs? We used them before. They just work by touching them, and they twinkle like the stars in the sky. They're not gonna hurt you at all, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put them up here next to your picture. How's that? If I can get him to stay put. No. Yes, here. Your picture.
Oh, the blue light went off by your feet. I didn't catch it.
Get these to stay still when that happened. Okay, they're right next to each other. By the no Easter egg is by Jesse, right?
Jesse.
And the yes Easter egg is by you, General. Okay, this here makes music just by me moving my hand and touching it. And the lantern's on the ground, and over there they change colors too, like the rainbow in the sky if you come near them. And then we have a simple light here that just works by touch. See that? I'm just touching it with my finger, and it's not burning me.
Excuse me.
Not hurting me. All right, General. I remember when we were here last and we spoke to you. I'm sure that picture is a very painful memory to both you and your first wife, Jessie. You had a child that passed. I know you had children later on with another wife, but I'm sure that memory captured in a photograph was a very, very painful one to look at and to remember. Yeah. Boom, boom. Did you see that? There and there.
Yep.
And
Actually, no, I can't see those other ones. There we go.
it's one thing to
Thank you, guys.
have the memory in your head that you carry of, a tragedy. It's another to have a photo of the memory. Yeah, look at that. Holy cow. Look
Oh,
at
the
that.
static. And I remember correctly, they did like the static fingers a lot.
So, this picture now, the other one too. Look, one after the
Yeah.
other. That is crazy. Okay, thank you, General. This picture of you and Jesse and the baby is going to be sold next week. Now here you're in a store in Pennsylvania where there's all the objects that people believe that have people attached to them that own them, things that meant a lot to people. That picture has been here for a little while now. Someone is going to buy it, bring it into their home, put it on their mantle or in their room or put it on their wall. Are you okay with that? Is that okay with you? Touch anything you want. Come out from the picture you or Jesse. Jesse, if you're listening, you can respond as well. Is that going to be a problem for either of you that a stranger is basically going to take that picture home with them? That's good. Because the person who is taking that picture home every day is going to see you and your first wife and the baby, and they're going to look at that picture and they're going to remember you, and they're going to remember your life and Jesse's life, and they're going to remember that moment that you captured for a reason, and it will live on for years and years in memory, not just of yours, but of ours and the people that buy that photo. Is that okay that someone is going to take care of it and your memory will live on? I would appreciate. Did you hear that?
What was it?
There was 2 taps over here in the corner. So General, we're gonna, whoa, right after I said there was 2 taps in the corner, bam, bam. Not only 2 taps, 2 lights. That was pretty good. So, really cold. Now it's getting cold.
It is very cold. I
So-
feel it on my hands.
So, General or Jesse, we're going to give you a chance to talk out loud like we did before. I know we probably didn't spend a whole lot of time with you last time. We're not going to spend a lot of time this time, but we are giving you another opportunity to speak and tell us about whatever you want. You want to talk about your military career, your life as a father,
The loss of your
husband.
child, yeah.
Yeah,
Loss of a child and wife.
your Jesse, if you want to speak about what your life was like before and after the loss of a child, I want to give both of you the platform and the forum to do that here with us. And yeah,
Oh,
and we will be able to hear you. That's the whole idea of this. I know it sounds strange to you, but if you were watching when we talked to the child and when we talked to the McAllister farm items, the harmonica, that we are able to sometimes hear the words that come through. So we're going to give you and Jesse that same opportunity. Okay, and then we're going to talk to who's ever attached to the knee up there with the shrapnel in it.
ho. Wait a minute, that's you.
That's me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Me.
you.
So all of these items are somehow related to Gettysburg. And we know what happened there. In our time, even though it's 2022, everybody knows the Civil War and what happened in the Civil War and the things that happened around Gettysburg and
We walked those fields.
we've been there. We've been by the graves. We walked on the battlefield, and we have nothing but respect for everyone who fought in that war, no matter which side they were on. They were fighting for what they believed in, and that's what people do.
You feel it still. It's you feel it still. You
Right.
feel when you walk out there and you walk on those fields, you feel what they went through.
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this box right here, and I want either of you or both of you to just answer if you can. Speak out loud, and believe it or not, it's going to come through here. The thing that I'm pointing at right here. And I'm going to be able to hear you talk. I don't know if you remember this from the last time, but we used it then, and hopefully you're familiar a little bit after seeing me use it to speak with others. Okay? So, General, Jesse, I'm going to turn it on now. And I just want you to talk out loud. That's all I want you to do, to try to answer any question, say what you have to say. General, it was who? It was something.
Something just lit up over there too. I couldn't see
I
it.
want to hear either General Francis Pinto,
Oh,
or I want to hear Jesse. I don't know what that was. I thought it was going to be Jesse for a minute, but it wasn't. Or I want to hear Jesse, his first wife. I'd like to hear from either of you. My name is John. This is Chris. Could you say hello? General, are you here? I'd like to hear your name. If you want. General Francis Pinto. Any of the above. So I know it's you. Sound like leave, to be honest with you. I heard a leave and then I saw the light come on. If you don't want to be bothered, the last thing we want to do is disrespect you and your family. And the memory of you and your family. I don't want to tell you what I heard there.
what?
I thought I heard you did. I'll stop right there, General. If you think that's what we're doing. See, there's... If that's what you want, General, or Jesse, you can tell... See, they're talking. You can tell us to stop. or leave you alone, or just let it be.
Agreed.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah, agreed.
So I didn't hear that.
Yep.
See, and that time I thought what I heard was you can leave us.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna honor that, General and Jesse, and we're just gonna leave you two to be together. I just want you to know that next Friday somebody will be buying that picture and taking it home and taking care of it and your memory. Okay? That's all I want you to know. I just wanted to make sure you were okay and that you weren't gonna react. But there was something there too. So we're gonna put the picture back and we're gonna leave you alone, okay? And Jesse. It either was who is that or see, that sounded like my apologies.
Yeah. Well, because if he's a general, he's very. I mean, it sounds like a very firm male
Okay,
voice.
you have our apologies. We're gonna stop now. We're gonna leave your picture alone, and we're gonna put it back, and we're gonna talk to somebody else. Thank you for taking even a little bit of time to interact and speak with us.
You're welcome.
Take care, General and Jesse. Ooh.
Yeah, and we talked to him before, so I think they're just
But
saying
you don't
like,
push the envelope. Once they
No.
tell you it's not cool, it's not cool.
No.
There are certain things you go a little further with, the flute or some of the darker things. If they're that type of personality and they've been known to be aggressive and hurt people, then you want to see if they could do that. If people are buying them, this isn't that.
No.
This is a man and his wife and a baby that they lost, and that's enough.
they're asking
You know?
for us to be respectful,
so
and we're
we will
going to be.
100% respectful. Okay.
And this is going to have to go to somebody who's very considerate of this, I think. Oh, I gotta go get the thing to bring out the knee, because he's locked up.
Was it?
Yep.
I'm going to put this right over here, General. Okay, until
So.
I put it back.
I'm going to let you take this.
I'm going to put it right here, General. Okay?
And I'm going to get the key and bring out the knee.
And rhyme a little more, shall we? Yeah, that was enough of that one. No sense pushing and being disrespectful if just to get more out of something. Especially a story like that, a husband and wife. You just don't need to do that. There's the knee right there. It's coming out next. We've done this one a few times and gotten different types of responses, so see what happens this time. Hopefully we can get a name again and some more information. Oh, flashlight. Hey Rosa, how are you? I don't remember that hat. That's a new one. See that one?
What?
That'll be out next time. Then we've got Haunted by Who? Charles? That book back there looks like a different one. I don't know if we've ever done that book. I don't know if you guys can see that book. Always something new. Always something new. And that doll right there, I don't remember ever seeing that one. The one laying down there.
I gotta lock this back up, close this up while you're doing
Shoes, I don't remember seeing the shoes either.
this. Yeah, it was here last time. We just haven't done them.
Haunted. Claims are you can hear Ida walking on wood floors in her heels. We have heard her on more than one occasion. She loved dancing from a New Jersey estate. Joycey.
Nosy.
You know you want to come out of there. You know you want to come out of there, Bone Flute. You know
Don't
you want to.
acknowledge it, John.
You know you want to.
Did you just hear what I said? Stop. Okay.
Yes, I investigate with my mother, if you couldn't tell. I gotta read it.
No, I just want to move this out of the way. Watch out.
Do. Don't go near it. Don't go near it. She's going near the bone flute. Don't do it. Shh. Don't do it.
Well, here I'm opening the thing where the sensors are, and this is. And
Yeah. We're going to get some entertainment tonight.
No. I'm not giving him any power whatsoever.
All right. Turn that light off.
All right, I'll do that, and then I'll
Read the card.
read the card. Read the card. You want me to take it?
The card?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to take the bone out of the glass.
No,
or...
no, no. No need for that.
Okay.
Static detector's already going off, though. Yeah, I know you remember us. You've talked to us 2 or 3 times already. Both of them. Bam, bam. We remember you. It's good to see you again and talk with you again. Both of them are going off.
Oh wow. And the knee. This was one I saw.
You remember us. Good. We can't wait. We're looking forward to speaking with you again.
Rebel bones from Gettysburg, found near the foundation of the Andrew, same place, like you said, the baby bones, of the Andrew Heinzelman barn on Cashtown Road and 7 Stars. It was used as a Confederate hospital for pickets or Pender's division 10 days after the battle. These bones are the amputated knee of one of those soldiers. Shrapnel is still wrapped around the bones.
Yeah.
Our medium Jeanette has said that they belong to a man named Ned who is surrounded by smoke and is still attached to them, which makes sense because you had a coughing fit messing with
Yeah, but I didn't
knee.
get the name Ned. I think I got
Again, this is the impression of the medium, so we'll just,
All
take
right,
it from there.
so let me see if I can show you the shrapnel. Probably not. The angle is really bad here. Yeah, it's not on this. Oh, there it is. Right, it's right in the middle. Is where the shrapnel is. See that? See what looks like a rusty finger right in the middle of the bone? That's the shrapnel. You guys can see that, right? So that's what they did back then. Injured leg, bullet in the leg, shrapnel on the leg and the arm or whatever. Take it off.
Yeah, they did.
They give you a shot of alcohol or whatever, and
How
they took out the
brutal.
saw and they
How,
cut
if
that
that's
crap
if they
right
had
off.
it, but how brutal. How brutal, right? Okay.
Oh, I'm sure that hurt like you and I have never known hurt. Yeah, bingo. You see that light go off back there?
Is that it?
That is pain of which, again, we have people that have surgeries where they put you to sleep, believe it or not.
I've actually had surgery awake, and it's not fun, and I didn't have what you had done.
Where they put you asleep, believe it or not, and you don't have any idea of what happened to you. You wake up, you're a little sore, stay in the hospital for a day or two, and then you go home. What you had was really barbaric.
Yeah.
And again, in those days, they just didn't know better. They were literally
Doing
field
the best they
hospital,
could.
cut it off to try to save you from infection and from dying of an infection, and that was it. You had no arm, you had no leg, and you lived the rest of your life that way. Unfortunately, it was a sign of the times and all that they had. Ned, that's the name that Jeanette got. I
Yes.
could have swore we got the name Francis or something. Remember
We
did
did seem like
Scribbles?
we got a different name. I'm sorry, guys. It's like a little blurry and like
So again,
getting
you
adjusted.
just tap it to put it in focus. You tap it in the middle.
I think it just went.
So, Ned, Francis, don't remember your name. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll get it again and we'll get it right this time. You remember.
Dennis. Donna said we got Dennis.
Dennis, that was the name.
Thank
we
you,
got.
Donna.
Dennis was the name we got. Dennis, if it's you, I'm John. Remember, this is Chris over here. We've talked to you 2 times already. And I'm going to really briefly go through the things around there again because these are what we use for you to interact with us back and forth. See the yes right there, that Easter egg, and that looks like an Easter egg, a yellow and a blue. You just touch those with your finger, and they're gonna twinkle like the stars in the sky. These you remember because I've already seen you wave your hand and touch them. They light up green and red. The lantern, if you go near it, will change different colors, however close you get to it. That down there that I already see you messing with too, you remember that one, that lights up all different colors and it goes around in a circle. Every color of the rainbow is there.
There is a smoky smell in the room.
Oh, bingo, right if you said that. This one here makes music. If you just touch the metal here, music box. This light here, you have to touch it, like I'm doing with my fingers. Tap, tap, tap with my fingers like this. And that'll light up, and then we have more lanterns on the floor. And we're going to use everything that we used last time.
Ooh, right behind you, the light went off.
You want to start, or you want me to start?
You go right ahead. There's a smoky smell, 100%. I don't know if my eyes are starting to
That's
burn.
really good. I'm going to call you Dennis because that's the name you gave us the last time we were here. I hope that's okay, and I hope that's really your name. Could you do anything over there with the lights? Just come out from the knee or stand here. We have our special camera here that could see you if you decide to stand there. But is your name Dennis? Could you react with one of the lights here just by moving around? Is that the right name? Because we want to get it right. We're going to try this time to get it right. Nothing on Dennis. Ned. Ned, does that work? Okay. We'll find out. We'll try to find out anyway.
We'll do our best.
So it is a pleasure to see you again. We'll get your name. We were talking about the fact that those other objects there, maybe you know the area because that's where that knee was found. But there's other objects in that area as well, belonging to people who've died or people that were buried in that general area where I'm sure a lot of loss of life took place during the Battle of Gettysburg, Civil War. Your knee, unfortunately, is in a case, and people will talk about it and talk about you, but we want to give them as much information about you as we can. So if we could tell people to not just look at that and see a knee with shrapnel on it, but to see the person. That's what our goal is when we come here. Who is that person? What is your name? Where did you live? What side did you fight on? What happened after they took your knee or your leg? These are the things that we want the people to know when they take the knee home, because next Friday, someone is going to buy that and it's going to leave this area, this store, maybe even Pennsylvania. Bingo.
Yeah. And you're right, it's been here for a while.
So you've been here a while, and I like to believe you're comfortable here with all of the others. Some are very much related to you and the things that the time you lived and the place you lived. But somebody's going to take that knee home, and we want to be able to give them as much information about you and your life as possible. So tonight is really going to be the last chance for you to do that. And we want to give them everything about you. Whatever you're comfortable telling us, we want to say to the person who's going to take that home and take care of your knee and say, hey, this belonged to so-and-so, and here's what we know about his life. So they could remember you and talk to you every time they see your knee. It's the most bizarre thing in the world, talking about a knee that way. But
Hey.
that did belong to a person, and hey, I have one, I have two here, and I couldn't imagine what the feeling of shrapnel hitting your leg and being stuck in the bone. That pain is not even in my wheelhouse.
And let alone the fact surviving and having to go through that
They
type of
probably
a surgery.
Dragged him to the field hospital.
I mean, you
then
hacked it
they
off.
literally take the hacksaw and just
Yeah,
see?
and and I didn't
just-
see it. Yeah, but
just cut right through, bone and all. And then they wrap something around it and hope you survive.
and they don't have the pain meds like they do today.
Well, but the infection could kill it afterwards.
Oh,
You still
God,
could die,
yes.
and a lot did.
Oh yeah.
A lot didn't. They survived the surgery, but not long after that. So anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. I want to find out about you. Okay? So, first thing is all of the stuff we put around the knee. That's there for you to touch, for you to mess with, for you to answer with if you choose to. But the other things we're going to do is, you remember this, try to capture your voice on there you go, on this little box here, and then try to hear you talk through this box here. You were pretty good at this box here the last time. So we're going to try that again. And I want you to really, really try for this last time, because you may go to somebody else that still talks to you and uses, things like this, or you may not. You may just go to a home where they put your knee on a mantle and
They safeguard you.
yeah, safeguard it and take care of it, but not really try to
Interact.
talk with
Yeah.
you. So this is your last time with us in this building. All right? So here we go. God, I hope we get a dentist again, because that's what you told us the last time. We're going to try this one first, okay? Okay, what happened? Do you remember us? Do you remember our names? Two times we sat and talked and spoke with you. Did that sound like Crystal?
Yes, it did.
What is your name? We got your name the last time.
Don't worry about me.
No, that's not what it said.
What did it say? What is?
I'm trying to process it in my head. We got a name last time. Somebody said Dennis. And maybe that was you, maybe that was them. Is your name Dennis? Say it right now if it is. What is your name if it's not Dennis?
That's it.
It's just what? That was 3. I gotta listen to that again. So your name is Dennis. Dennis, what is your last name? Watch me now. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Dennis, what is your last name? So we know we can look you up and put a name on that knee finally after all this time. Dennis, what is it? Easlor? There's something there. That's when to clip and see what it was. It sounded like Easlor. So Dennis, like whistle? Dennis, did you die from that? Did you die from that surgery?
Sound like Robert.
I asked you if you died after they cut your... What? Again, listen, it happens so fast. It's so hard to catch.
Yeah. Brent said he heard Winston.
Winston for a last name?
Winston.
Dennis, what day of the battle was it where you were shot? Do you remember? Do you remember how long? It's not like evening.
And Dwayne also said he heard Winston.
What? Were you shot in the evening? What day was it of the battle, though? Do you remember?
It started.
Yeah, it did sound like it said it started something. Do you remember? Do you remember what happened? Were you aware of what had happened to you? How many people were with you that day? A few. Just something about the best. What side did you fight for, Dennis? They're not even something. What side did you fight for? Union. That sounded like Union.
He sounded like it. Can you tell us what year?
Now we're in Pennsylvania now, and we're from New Jersey. Where are you from? I think I heard Delaware. I do. I think I heard Delaware.
I don't know.
Did you get to return home?
Delaware.
Did you get to return home after that surgery? Amputation. I hate to call it that. I was ordered. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was ordered.
Home.
What would you like to see happen to your knee? Could you tell me that? What happens when someone takes it home? I'll what? I'll something. I heard I'll something. I gotta listen back to that too. So if I were to take that home tonight with Chris and I, would that be okay? I would do something. That's another one I got.
Someone said before, it said is in peace. Like basic they're in peace.
So, did you know General Pinto? Is that name familiar to you? Probably not. He was Confederate, wasn't he? Or was he Union? Pinto. I can't remember. Did you have a family, Dennis? Children?
You think?
Yeah, it said you would think. He's fighting. Do you know what year it is now? It's always the millennial. Well, Dennis, we're going to try something else. Remember this recorder here? We're going to try this next. This way we can record your voice and play it back for you. Is there anything else you want to say before I shut that off? To us about you and your life? Anything you want us to know? Do you need help with anything?
No.
You're not stuck to that knee, are you? Somebody's talking away there. Dennis, did you move on? Or are you in? Is there a heaven? Are you in heaven?
Oh.
Ooh. And do you have your leg back now?
Do you know where you are?
I'm going to try the recorder. I'm going to try the recorder. Dennis, one last time here, if that's your name. I hope it's your name. Dennis Winston? Is that what they heard? Winston?
Yeah, Winston. Seeing that, and when that light lit up when you said it, the blue light right next to the knee. So that's a name to look into.
Okay, Dennis.
Yeah,
that's
people
your-
want you to do the S days. A couple of
okay,
people have been saying
I
it.
could do that. I want you to talk out loud, okay? Just answer the question like you would even through that box there. When I ask it, just answer out loud. And then we're going to remember how this works. We're going to play it back and hopefully we'll hear your voice, okay? Bingo. Holy cannoli. That was on cue. See that? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Is your name, in fact, Dennis? Which leg did that knee come from? Did you survive the amputation or surgery? Did you fight for the North or the South? Do you know the name of the field hospital that you were brought to? Could you tell me your last name again? Would you like to leave this place and go somewhere else? Could you tell me what your rank was? Any last thing that you want to say to us, because we won't have the opportunity to talk to you again?
That's out there.
What?
The heels were out here.
Heels?
Heels.
What, you heard footsteps?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't
Maybe
want to
that's those
interrupt what
damn-
you were doing.
Those damn feet up
Those
there.
feet that I think it, but I didn't want to react because I didn't want to ruin.
All right, Dennis, come on. Talk to us one last time here.
Now that's from something else.
Is your name, in fact, Dennis?
Yeah. Oh my Lord.
Did you hear that? Is your name, in fact, Dennis? Whoa! Damn!
Whoa!
Are you kidding me? Your name, in fact, Dennis. Oh man, how clear is that?
Perfect.
You hear that from over there?
Perfect. Oh my God, yes.
Wait. Just acknowledge
Which
it.
leg did that knee come from?
Hear it? The heels. You hear it?
There's stuff. What?
You hear him?
I think I hear right. After the car.
Did you survive the amputation or surgery? The amputation or surgery?
That's a breath. Oh.
Yeah, I heard that clear. You heard that tap?
Boom, boom. That wasn't a tap. It was boom, boom.
Did you fight for the North or the South?
No.
Fight for the North or the South?
I can't tell if
Did you
it's
fight
north or
for
no.
the North or the South?
There's definitely an N. Is it a no?
Did you fight for the North or the South?
North.
You hear north?
Sounds like north. Yeah, people are saying they heard north too. What the heck was that? Ooh-wee.
Oh, I don't know what that was.
Do you know the name of the field hospital that you were brought to?
Effing colors.
The heels.
Could you tell me your last name again?
Somebody says something there, but it's so faint.
It's like someone's walking in gravel.
Would you like to leave this place and go somewhere else?
Oh, shoot.
This place and go somewhere else.
Do you listen to the deep breath before, too?
And go somewhere else.
Yes.
It's like a...
And go somewhere else.
It goes... Yes.
It validated that.
What a breath, though. Like a deep inhale.
Could you tell me what your rank was? Any last thing that you want to say to us, because we won't have the opportunity to talk to you again?
I have to agree, it sounds like marching. Now, they all want to know if you'll ask one question. Who is
Okay.
Ned?
Who is who?
Who is Ned?
Ned. Okay. One more question for you, Dennis, and thank you. Thank you
Very
thank
much.
you so much for speaking with us this last time. But
And you don't have to march anymore.
one more, although we are going to do the S day after this, so
Okay.
a few more. Okay. Who was Ned?
Who is Ned?
Dennis, could you please tell us who is Ned?
Dennis, could you please tell us who is Ned?
That's a noise.
Yeah, that was.
No response at all. All right, wrap it up at the Estee. Do you want to do it? Or you want me to do it?
People wanted you to do it because you seem to be getting such a
Well,
good
you know
response
you have
with.
to ask questions, right? What did I do with the
Yeah.
other spirit box? I put it-
So it's right behind you.
The other one? Mm-hmm. Just the headphones.
No, it's right there, honey. It's right back. It's behind you. Turn all the way around. It's right behind you, behind by that box.
I don't know I'm blindfold, so I'm just going to shut my eyes. Dennis, would you mind if I sat closer to you when I did this here? I want to kind of form a...
Maybe you should hold it.
I've never done this before. So, yeah, this is going to be a new one for me.
Do you think you should hold it?
I'm going to put it down in front of me.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That.
And we're not going to do it for long, John. Just got to be careful that top of that glass doesn't come off because it lifts off.
How about that light not touched one time tonight?
Nope. That's John hitting that.
Okay. All right, Dennis. We're just going to put you right up in front here, okay? All right. Put that over there. Get around me.
You guys got a good view here?
Got it?
Yeah.
All right.
You should take the lid off.
Sure. Why don't you come here and do this? I like how you tell me to.
Because I'm just
you should
saying.
take the bone fluid out and try to play it.
No. I would never tell you to touch anything bad.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
That's a smart move. Thank you, guys.
It's,
Just gonna give him a couple of minutes here. Static is going off by his arm. I don't know if you guys can see that.
all right, go ahead.
All right. Dennis, was that you marching? Can you say your name?
Everything.
Everything was you?
Don't.
Don't what? Do you still hurt?
Below. It's real.
Do you know who shot you?
No.
Where are you now?
It's happening all over.
You're talking about the war, aren't you? You're talking about Gettysburg?
You hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Nothing more.
It's over.
Nothing.
What's nothing?
I tried to hear you.
I'm here. I don't want to speak too loud for John to hear me.
Do we have more?
More what? What do you need from us, Dennis? Do you need help? Where are you, Dennis?
You shouldn't do this.
Why?
No right. It's impossible.
What's impossible?
Money.
What do you mean money? What about money? You mean selling your knee? Do you still feel it's your knee? Oh, Lord, did you all see that?
Heaven.
You're in heaven, Dennis. So you're at peace, Dennis. You don't need this knee anymore. You don't need your body. What do you need?
You want me to do more?
Yes, if you can. Let us help you. Are you okay with going somewhere? To someone's home? Being taken care of?
It's because you want it.
What do you want? Would you like to go home with John?
It's just that I'm outraged.
Are you angry about the fact that your knee is here? What would you like us to do with the knee, Dennis?
It said something about it's vague. I started with every time.
What's every time? Yeah, it's getting a strong reaction. Definitely. I definitely think we need to. Yeah, I think he probably does want to be sold. But what about if you go to a good home, someone that's going to take care of you? Are
It
you
hasn't shown me.
shown you what? What are you trying to communicate? Can you tell me a last name?
All you want.
Can you tell me what regiment you were in? Who did you fight for?
First strike.
Do you know what you were fighting for?
Something about the land. You are seeing.
Okay. Dennis, I think we're going to wrap this up because I think we're upsetting you and we don't want to do that, okay? So we're going to say goodnight. Let me go tap John, and it's okay, okay? We're just going to shut this down now because you seem to be upset over
Don't hurt
this.
me.
We're not going to hurt you, Dennis. We're not going to do any of that. I promise. Let me stop this.
Things are happening.
Yeah. Dennis is getting upset. So we're going to wrap this up.
Ooh.
Dennis is just like, he's done.
Ooh,
Dennis definitely had a big... The consensus is
See
everybody's
that?
saying that he wants to stay at the Creeper Gallery. He does not want to be sold.
I don't think that's the case.
No, I just like, if you go back and you listen to this, John, and you can put this together, but he seemed to like, what more do you want?
Well, that's what we talked to him 3 times already.
Yeah.
So
You
stopped
see,
short
it
of
did
that.
seem like he was like reliving the trauma of it.
Thank you, Dennis. I'm sorry. This is the last time we're going to talk to you, and I do appreciate everything you've done, everything you said, and I do hope that your memory lives on and your knee is taken care
And I got to
of.
tell you, John, all those lights were going off around you.
Were they?
Yes.
And
Yes. Intense
and
reaction.
that you're taken care of and remembered for forever. So, good luck, and hopefully we'll see you again.
So on this note, guys, thank you so much for watching this. This stuff will be up for auction on Friday the 13th.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So you want to say goodnight, John?
Yeah. Good night, John.
You got it?
Yep.
Look on this light for you real quick. My butt off.